So here we can see the model has been completed. Now we will take the model to SolidWorks simulation. As you can see, there is no option for SolidWorks simulation here. SolidWorks simulation was supposed to be right in here, right beside these options right here. So if you do not find SolidWorks simulation here, there is an option we can that way we can add SolidWorks simulations. So for adding SolidWorks simulation, we will go to this option right here. We will go to close it. We will go to this option and we will click on add-ins. Here we can see some options right here. Here we will find SolidWorks simulation and click OK. SolidWorks simulation and click OK. It's showing that time it will take to load. So we will click OK. Then it will automatically load SolidWorks simulation in our SolidWorks interface. So as you can see, here we can see SolidWorks simulation. So we will click on simulation. So we have been taken to the SolidWorks simulation interface. Here you can see some options, but all are options we cannot use them yet. To use this option, we will now need to create a new study. So we will go to new study and click new study. So here we can see the name of the study. We will rename it to mathematical model 1. Okay, here we will choose option static, as we are doing only static analysis here. If we uncheck it, we can check other options also. We will go on the static analysis only. So let's click OK. So the new study has been created, and then we can see that these options are available now to use. So before going further, let's talk a little bit about some options, right, about SolidWorks simulation. So to talk about SolidWorks simulation options, we will go to this bar here and we will go to simulation. Then we will go downwards and we will click on options. So SolidWorks has simulation has two options. One is system option and the other one is default option. System option applied to all studies. It includes the setting for the way the errors are displayed and the location of the default libraries in the system options. And the default option applied to new studies. As we do not use templates for simulation studies, this is where options are set for units, defaults for etc. So let's go to default option. Here the first option is units. Here we can see the unit system. We will select SI system where MKS is selected. We can also select IPS or metric system, but we will go with SI system. Then we have the displacement, unit of displacement. We can change it to millimeter, centimeter, meter, micron, or anything we want. We will keep it to millimeter. Our pressure and stress unit, we will keep it to Newton per meter square. If you want, you can change it to PSI or anything your company or your analysis require. So we will keep it Newton per meter. Now we will go to the default plot system. So SolidWorks when SolidWorks upon completion of any static analysis, SolidWorks simulation automatically create three plots. We can see here static study results. It will, if we run the study, it will automatically create three plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. Where plot 1 is stress, plot for stress, plot 2 is plot for displacement, and plot 3 is plot for strain. If we want to add additional plot, we will just right click on it and we will click add new plot. This is how we can add new plot in SolidWorks simulation. Now we'll click default plot and keep it as previously. Now we will go to color chart. Here we can here we will change the we can change the color we want to see the result, in which we want to see the results. And one important part here we will need to keep the number format scientific, not floating or general. We will need to keep it scientific, and here number of decimal places we will up it up to 6, and we will click OK. Okay, the option I hope the options are clear about SolidWorks simulation. Now we have created new study. Now we will need to apply material on this part file. To apply material, we will click on apply material. So after clicking apply material, we can see there are many options here. There are steel, SolidWorks material. For steel we have iron, we have aluminum alloys, we have copper alloys. So it depends on which what will be the production material. It really depends on the production material we will be used to final production. So we will use ASTM A36 steel for this study. So click ASTM A36 steel. Here you will see the material property right here, and you can see we have selected SI unit and Newton per meter square unit here. So it's showing that unit. Here you can also change the unit system if you want to. So we will keep it as before, and we will here you can see the material property. You can match it with your given material properties, and then we will click apply, and then we will close this tab here. Okay, so the material has been applied. Now the second option, this is the option called simulation evaluator. So if we click on it, it will show us how much simulation has been done yet. Here we can see the materials, about the details about materials. Here we will see the result location file. The location of the file is showing the location of the file. The result of the folder is showing where the result is stored, and result folder drive is showing the how many space there are free to store these results. So the materials, it is showing which material we have applied, and the materials material properties also, and the category and the name of the body. And here it will show us the mesh volume. So it is just an evaluator. We can see the before and after result from here. We will save it. Don't save it, just cancel it. We will now go to Fixture Advisor. Here why we use this Fixture Advisor or fixed geometry. To do static analysis, the model must be properly restrained so that it cannot move. SolidWorks simulation provides various fixtures that can be used to restrain the model. Generally, fixtures can be applied to faces, edges, or vertices using various methods. So if we click on fixed geometry, we will see here standard or fixed geometry. Here we will see three options. The first one is fixed geometry. So what is fixed geometry? It is also called a rigid support or rigid support. All translational and all rotational degrees of freedom are constrained. Fixed geometry does not require any information on the direction along which restraints are applied. So it means we are just fixing a geometry, and we are restraining all degrees of freedom on these elements, on these surface elements. And the second one is roller or slider. We use roller or slider to restrain, to specify that a planar face can move freely in its plane but cannot move in the direction normal to its plane. The face can shrink or expand under loading. So if we click on it, we can see the image right here. It is showing the roller or slider geometry right here. That means that if we fix this, this material will just roll or slide over this surface right here. And the third one is fixed hinge. What is fixed hinge? We use the fixed hinge to restrain fixing system to specify that a cylinder face can move only about its axis. The radius and the length of the cylinder face remain constant under loading. If you click on it, we can see that it just move across its axis, only across its axis. So in this study, we will work with fixed geometry, and we will fix this surface right here. We will click on it and click OK. Here other options also. If we click on advanced geometry, here we will see some different other options. Here is symmetry, here is cyclic symmetry, here is use reference geometry on flat faces, on cylindrical faces, or on spherical faces. So what are these? If you click on it, the symmetry, this option is available for use on flat face. In plane displacements are allowed, and rotation in the direction normal to the plane is allowed. So this will create a symmetry around this surface right here. If we select this surface, it will create a symmetry, and it is actually available to use on flat plate. As we can see, this is a flat plate, so we can use the symmetry fixtures right here. So it allows in-plane displacement. Only in-plane displacement are allowed in this geometry. Then we have cyclic geometry. What is cyclic geometry? Here we can see the example of cyclic geometry. So cyclic geometry, this option is used to restrain segments which is periodically revolve around a specific axis of revolution and would form a rotationally symmetrical body. This is mainly used for wheels, to run statistical analysis on wheels or pulleys, etc. Then the next one is use reference geometry. If we select on this, we will see an option right here. It is showing it's quite similar to the slide or the node. If we go to standard, the roller or slider is geometry. It is quite similar to that. So what it actually does, this option restrains a face, edge, or vertex only in desired directions, while leaving the other direction free to move. We can specify the desired directions of restraint in relation to selected reference plane, axis, edge, or face. The SolidWorks Layout Feature Manager is useful for selecting reference geometry. So it actually what it does, it selects a reference geometry and then allows the surface or the object to move within respect to that geometry only. And then we have on flat faces. Here we have on flat faces. So if we click on it, we can see it is it is showing this face right here. So this option provides restraint in selected direction, which are defined by three principal directions of the flat face where restraint are being applied. So it is just showing it allows only three direction only. Now we have the fourth one is on cylindrical faces. So what does this do? This option is similar to on flat face, except that the three principal directions of a cylindrical reference face define the direction in a cylindrical coordinate system. This option is very useful because you can apply restraint that allows for rotation above the axis associated with the cylindrical face. So we can allow a axis to expand or to shrink this cylindrical face by using this cylindrical face geometry. And then we have spherical faces. It is also similar to on flat face or on cylindrical faces. The three principal direction of a spherical face define the direction of the applied restraints in a spherical coordinate system. So these are the fixed geometry system we have in SolidWorks. I hope these are clear to you. For advanced level of structural analysis, we will use them. Now for this is the beginning, this is just a beginning. We will only stick into this fixed geometry right here, and we will fix this geometry and we will click OK. So this geometry has been selected. So for today I think this is enough. We will learn the next steps on our next videos. So see you guys. Thank you.